What is up, guys? It is Pup, coaching the Green Bay Drillbers. Today we have week 3 of the PWC, the Pokemon World Circuit, Pokemon World Cup, whatever it's called. The one with our nice Cryogonal as our captain on the team. You guys should know by now. If you guys want to hear me ramble about the team and the matchup and, build my team and stuff, then stay here. If you guys don't really care, then it should be like a timestamp or whatever. But no matter what, I would appreciate it if you guys left a like or subscribed. That would just make me feel a lot better about myself, kind of need it after a close loss last week. It wasn't really that close, but it kind of was. If we crit the Iron Valiant in that last turn when they got greedy, then I could have won. But, never punished. But besides that, we got a pretty decent matchup into Jarock today. I think that's how I'm supposed to pronounce it. Don't really know. But I'm bringing some really fun stuff this week. I'm bringing hazard stacking without Glamora, and I'm bringing kind of toxic stalling. I'm bringing Choice Scarf Cryogonal. I'm bringing a lot of fun stuff. So let's get right into it. Go over my team, and I've got the Terra Captain Cryogonal that's got to come. Got Meowscarada, Enamorus, Volcarona, Gliscor, Glamora, Empoleon, Dragalge, Magruder, Spiritomb, and Chargebug. While on Jarock's team, they have the Hitmonchan as their Terra Captain, so that one has to come to the game. They also have Dragapult, Iron Boulder, which crazy, how'd they end up getting that? But they also have the Alolan Ninetales, they have Lokix, Pecharunt, Comfey, Regieleki, they have Mudsdale, Copperajah, and Magmortar. So pretty nasty team they have here, but I still think that I can do a decent job into it. Their speed tiers are off the charts. They have 200 on Regieleki, 142 Dragapult, 124 Iron Boulder, and then 109 and 100 with their 2 fairies. So, that definitely poses a huge threat, but I think that my Choice Scarf Cryogonal can actually deal with them. This is our first Mon with Terra Ground, with the Choice Scarf, Ice Beam, Terra Blast, Frost Breath, and Flash Cannon. And let me explain the set a little bit, because it might seem a little confusing. We don't need Freeze Dry this week. They don't have a single water type, so it doesn't make sense just to bring Freeze Dry, so we just bring Ice Beam, which does more damage. Terra Blast Ground is really good into their team. Very, very good into the Regieleki, the Magmortar, the Copperajah, the Pecharunt, and the Iron Boulder. Frost Breath is there in case they want to try setting up Calm Minds with Comfey. We're always going to crit through that. And then we also have huge special defense, so we should be able to beat a Calm Mind and Comfey 1v1. And then Flash Cannon is there. Obviously we're going to be locked in, so being able to click something that hits a lot of Pokemon on their team for pretty good damage is important. This thing will destroy Comfey, it destroys Ninetales, destroys Iron Boulder. It does great damage to a lot of other things on their team. And you might be wondering why I'm not, trying to speed creep anything. I'm just 252 timid on speed and 252 special attack. Well, that's because I actually kind of am speed creeping. If they have a 252 speed modest Regieleki, or if they're not running speed, then I'm going to outspeed that thing. So if they bring that, it has to be timid to be able to outrun my Cryogonal. Next up, we're going to have Gliscor. Obviously, this thing just walls the Regieleki. It can't really do anything. The most it can do is Rapid Spin and set up screens against me and maybe explode. But we're rocking with a Toxic Orb, Poison Heal set, Earthquake, Spikes, Toxic, and Protect. They don't have any immunities to to ground. Except for maybe like Terra Flying on the Hitmonchan. But at that point, we just Toxic that thing, we stall it out. Toxic Protect, and our Toxic Orb is going to be great into their team. Obviously, I cannot Toxic the Pecharunt or the Copperajah, but both of those things get blown back by Earthquake. We also have Spikes, which are really, really strong into their team. We don't want to let them switch around easily. If the Lokix is running like a Choice Banded set, or if it's running, Life Orb or anything to boost its first impressions, then I'll be able to chip that thing down. It also can't really touch me with first impression because I just protect and I can set up Toxic. I don't know, we don't really take very much damage from that thing. We also eat some hits from Iron Boulder depending on what kind of set they are. I could see a Choice Banded set being run to this team, which would definitely catch me off guard and hurt a lot, but we should be able to at least live 2, being able to protect in between and get off a nice and hardy Earthquake. In the 3 slot, we have Spiritomb, and oh my god, just look at this shiny Spiritomb. It looks so good. I can't wait to see this in the game. But we're rocking a leftover set with Pain Split, Shadow Ball, Toxic, and Protect. They have no normal types on their team, so nothing immune to Shadow Ball. And we also have Toxic, so we can poison every member of their team except for the Petron, which gets blown back by Shadow Ball, and then Copper Aja, which, I mean, I don't see it coming because we have Volcarona, but it could run Rock Slide. It could just be an AV set, which I guess they could bring that. But I still think that we do pretty decent into them. We have Pain Split, so, you know, Pokemon with high health like that Copper Aja, we can always heal up on, and then we can just Toxic Saw. I have 12 speed on this thing to try to speed creep a Mudsteel. You know, if they're trying to go above Charge Bug, then I'll catch them with that. I also have max defense pretty much and max HP. This thing is here to take on the Hitmonchan pretty well. It can't like bulk up in my face like Scrafty unless it's Terra Poison again, which would be absolutely wild. That would be really unfortunate to have Terra Poison again. But I feel like it would be a little bit easier to beat the Hitmonchan than the Scrafty was. We have a better team set up into that. In the 4 slot, we've got Empoleon rocking max special defense with leftovers competitive, Stealth Rock, Ice Beam, Flip Turn, and Roost. Ice Beam is really there just to take on the Dragapult. If I switch in on a Shadow Ball and they drop my special defense, I will actually be able to live another one and throw off a +2 Ice Beam on something, and nothing on their team wants to take that. I can set up rocks, which the hazards are really important in this game. I can Flip Turn, which always breaks the Iron Boulder sub. It actually does like 40 to 50%. And then I can obviously Roost off the damage, or minus speed nature, but it doesn't actually change anything like at all. They have nothing in between 76 and 35, so that speed doesn't matter. And then next we have Meowscarada, our lead every single time with Focus Sash, Protean with Flower Trick, Knockoff, Play Rough, and U-Turn. If they end up leading Dragapult, I can always just get a free knock on something because they might think that they could take me out with U-Turn or gain some momentum. If they end up Dracoing or Flamethrowering, then I could just destroy that thing turn 1, which would be amazing. This can also knock off the Petron, which will hurt real bad. If they lead Regieleki, then I can knock that thing off and destroy it in one shot. If they lead Mudsteel, I Flower Trick. It's just a really good lead into every single situation. The worst thing would probably be Ninetales lead, trying to get maybe an Aurora Veil up, but I can either knock them off to make sure they have no Light Clay, or I can just Flower Trick and get a lot of damage on them. We have enough speed on here to outspeed that Ninetales. I figured that they are forced to go Jolly on the Iron Boulder, and they wouldn't risk going Adamant when we could outspeed them going a Jolly Meowscarada. So I didn't think it was necessary to go any higher. And then last but not least, we got Volcarona. Obviously, they have an Iron Boulder. They also have like Mudsteel that can run Rock Slide. They have the Copper Aja that can run Rock Slide, and they have whatchamacallit, Hitmonchan that can run Rock moves. But with a Charty Berry, we'll be able to eat any one of those hits. We're also like very bulky with max HP and a lot of defense. So we'll be able to eat a hit from a Jolly Iron Boulder every single time. We can Quiver Dance, we can Fiery Dance, we can Morning Sun, and we can Bug Buzz. So if we get up maybe like 2 Quiver Dances, then we're actually in a really good spot to sweep their team, as long as they're not like some crazy Assault Vest set on something. We can probably just sweep at that point. So hopefully they leave an avenue open for Volcarona to sweep. If not, then it can probably break down some of their walls pretty well to allow for me to either win with Cryogonal or just be able to outlast everything with Gliscor. That's really the whole premise of the team, is just, you know, either getting myself in a position to sweep by whittling everything down, or just absolutely stay in and toxic everything and stall it out. And I think it's actually going to be pretty good against their team, but you know, who knows? If you guys enjoy the team builder, then I know you guys will enjoy all my other videos on the channel. Obviously have battles in Showdown. I have like National Dex leagues. I have Paldea Dex leagues. I have Wi-Fi leagues. I'm starting up. The low tier league is coming back, even though it's like more mid tier. That video might already be on the channel. I don't know. We are in the UNPL D League, which it's a like kind of popular-ish YouTube league. Obviously not the D League, but there's people like Gentleman Thomas are in there. So, you know, like some familiar names that you might see. So I thought that was pretty cool to get an opportunity to join that. And we're about to finish our Little Cup. But if you like Little Cup, we have a whole playlist of that. We have the Dynasty League, which is fun. We are in the playoffs right now. Hopefully we do well. And, you know, I think that the Wi-Fi leagues are even more entertaining to watch. They're way more entertaining to play. So if you guys enjoy anything on my channel, please check out the rest. I have a lot of fun out there. But with that all done and said, I'm gonna head right over to the battle. Hopefully we can get a big fat dub. All right, we are connected here with Jarock. Let's see what they got. They have the they brought the Regieleki, which is kind of insane. No Iron Boulder. And they brought Petra as well. No low kicks. Okay. I am fine with that. No low kicks, no Boulder. And yeah. So I do predict the Magma Mortar at least. Put Petron in there and Regieleki. I am happy about Regieleki being in here because I don't think it's very good to this matchup. I mean, but I could be wrong. What is a good lead versus them? I mean, obviously, my my Sash guy is pretty good. And with no Iron Boulder, the Volcarona actually goes kind of crazy. I am worried about screens getting set up. They have 2 screen setters with the Ninetales and the Reggie. But that's alright. Do I need to lead with Plantera? I will. Because I don't want like T-Spikes or something going up. Yeah, I do think it's pretty good into their team. I wonder what Terra type that Hitmonchan's gonna be. Alright. Pull up the Calyx here. Masquerada, what are they gonna lead with? They lead with Dragapult. They have to be scared about my option to be Choice Scarfed. So I think I just fire off a free knockoff here. If they stay in and like try to hurt me, then that's tough. But they should probably switch out here. Maybe go Ninetales. This is just a no-brainer play for me. They T-Wave. Okay. Come on, let's break through. Break through. Come on. They might be Sash as well. Dang it! Come on. That's so frustrating. Come on. Still get a free knock. Oh, come on. They're sub 2. And I get double paralyzed. This is crazy. And I'm forced to stay in. I'm not triple axle. I'm forced to stay in. They Dragon Darts. Will it do 50? I think it will. Oh, and they get a crit on that one too. Okay. At least I get the knockoff. Maybe I should have play roughed to be a fairy type, but they just hex me anyways. This is the worst possible start. And I can't even save this thing. That is really frustrating. They Dragon Darts, and they take out my Meowscarada. Which is a really, really bad start, and it's really annoying too. Luckily, I do think that it's pretty free to go out to my Snowflake here. Because I'm Choice Scarfed. What if they switch out into the Ninetales? An Ice Beam won't do anything. Let's see. I don't think I die to a Dragon Hearts, but it would be super tough to take one. I think I'm just gonna Terra and click Ice Beam. Even though Flash Cannon would be so good. Let's see. How much does Terra Blast do? 50. I just Ice Beam. We get the Terra off at least. So now we can switch into the Regieleki. And, I mean, Terra Blast Ground looks really good into their team. Okay, they just stay in. Let it go down. Awesome. Perfect. There goes Dragapult, which is a huge threat. Should have been gone on turn 1. Yeah. I mean, if we're here sitting with a Paralyzed Masquerada, and they're just a dead... Dragapult, then we're in a perfect spot. Alright. Ninetales is scary, but I can go out into my Empoleon. I'm not hazed, so I'm not stopping any setup, which is frustrating, but they cannot touch this guy at all. They probably just set up Aurora Veil, which is annoying for me to break through, but I think I have Infiltrator on Spiritomb at the very least. Now I can Stealth Rock or I can Flip Turn here. Stealth Rock is really nice, but I don't want to get swept. But what are they going to set up with? Nasty Claw on the Petron, potentially. I'm going to Flip Turn out. They do Baton Pass. Okay. So we get the momentum. Let's see what they're going to go out into. Regieleki could be interesting. So they have the Veil. I mean, they can never go Regieleki because I always have Gliscor. That destroys that thing. I also think that I beat the Petron pretty well. I mean, not particularly. They go Magmortar. Okay. I do a decent chunk, to be honest, with that Flip Turn. It's looking offensive. Could be some sort of like Specs variant. And if they are Specs, they will Oko my Gliscor. I wonder if they're physically offensive with a Rock-type move for Volcarona. I mean, I can never really quiver here, can I? What about Terra Blast Ground? It's still not doing too much. I'm just going to go out into Gliscor. Get my Toxic. I'm going to Protect here to stall one turn. I don't think there's any way that they set up in my face. That would be an insanely ballsy play. And props to them if they do it. But I'm really trying to see what kind of set they are. Obviously, this thing is really nice in this game. It does good work into Petron, into the Hitmonchan, and into this thing, and the Regieleki. They just Flamethrower. Okay, so I never died to a Flamethrower. Even modest Specs, I do not die to. I can do a good 50%. I also could just fire off a Toxic here. I'm gonna throw off a Toxic. Okay, they don't end up switching out. I am faster. They're like 0 speed investment. They're bulky. They just Flamethrower. Does just over 50, so no specs. And they can easily like switch out here. I really want to double Toxic. Double Toxic would be a crazy play here. On that Protect, like they predict me to Protect. I could double Toxic. I could also set up a Spike. I'm gonna double Toxic. It sounds insane, but the Ninetales or the Hitmonchan, dang it. I mean, over prediction. Oh well. I do live. There goes the snow. I get a little bit of Poison Heal. Let's oops. I mean, that's fine. Protecting is fine. That's what I was gonna go for anyways. I was just gonna check the Aurora Veil turns. They're below 50, so I should have a decent roll at KO with Earthquake here. Unless they're like max physically defensive. Let's see, their Aurora Veil, they have 2, and it confirms Light Clay. This should knock them out. Yep, there goes Magmortar. Awesome. I really wonder what kind of set they were. Like, I don't know, what's the idea of that? The nice thing is that I feel like I can freely go Empoleon if they try to go back out into Ninetales. Of course, they can double out to like Regieleki or something, but that just gives me a free switch to Gliscor and extra heals. The one thing I am most worried about is a like bulk up Hitmonchan at this point. At this point, there's 1 turn left. If I go Volcarona, after the Veil, into the Ninetales, Fire Dance is doing 1,000,000%. And if I'm like max special attack, it probably just knocks him out. I'm gonna go out into Volcarona here. I do think it looks really good in this position. Of course, they can go for Baton Pass. They do. It's fine by me. This doesn't really allow anything in, especially with no Veil. Like, even if they go Petron, they're getting KO'd if they're physical. I guess it's a roll, especially if they have Sludge. They'd be go Petron. Oh, Petron's so cute. I am worried about getting Toxicked. But a Nasty Plot set would be pretty bad. I'm just going to go for Fire Dance. It's going to do a good chunk. Depending on their set, I can get a little read on it. And I don't really want them to click Nasty Plot. Just get Fire Dance off. That does nothing. They're especially defensive. And they do Nasty Plot. I don't think they're very invested though, which is nice. So I'm just going to throw off another Fire Dance. Awesome. Get a boost. I do get the boost. Okay. And they just recover. That's okay because I'm +1 now. The hugest issue is I don't want to get confused. Which, there's a 50-50 shot of me getting toxic and confused by this Malignant Chain that's going to come out. But I think if I just keep this thing low, I should be in a good spot. They do Malignant Chain. Come on. Get lucky. Get lucky. Let's go. Okay. Awesome. So, there that HAX comes back after the first 3 turns of the battle. Went in the worst way possible. And honestly, this thing looks destructive. Am I +2? Don't even remember, to be honest. Like, Hitmonchan, Assault Vest is taking 1,000,000 if they end up being Assault Vest. And I take out the Petrarch. Awesome. Goodbye. No more boost. And also no more snow. I wonder how Regieleki deals with me. I do go Regieleki. Really depends on their spread. I'm sure that they knock me out here. I guess I'm just +1. This thing is still good into the Ninetales. They could just explode here. I'm gonna Morning Sun. They do T-Bolt. And we live on 4. We get parried. Come on, man. Oh, that's so annoying. At least we get the Morning Sun off. And we're +1. We should knock this guy out with the Fiery Dance. I mean, if they're max HP, then we probably won't. The E-Speed. Interesting. I get the Flame Body. Nice. Yep, get the Fiery Dance off. And that does knock them out. We do get another special attack raise. Goodbye to Regieleki. I really don't think that thing was very good in this matchup in general. So I'm glad that they brought it over the Iron Boulder. Let's see what they end up going out to here. They do go Ninetales. You know, the thing is here, I really want to Quiver. I want to outspeed the Hitmonchan at, like, neutral. We are paralyzed. I need to be +2 to do that. Maybe I just Morning Sun. I'm still charty in case they have the, like, a Rock Slide. I'm gonna Morning Sun. They just set up the Veil. But if they're Assault Vest, then I'm not afraid of them. Do I get parried? That's frustrating. I do Fiery Dance this turn. They just stay in Blizzard. I get the Fire Dance off. Do I Morning Sun even in the snow? Like, again. I do think I just Morning Sun, try to stall out the turns. It literally heals nothing. If I eat one and then get to +1 special defense, do I eat another? I actually don't think I do. I just really don't want to lose to this Hitmonchan. Like, a Terra Poison Hitmonchan is annoying for this team. Luckily, I mean, I have ground types, so I should be able to take care of it. My Fire Dance here. They Encore me. Okay. I mean, I can't move because I'm paralyzed anyways. I wonder if my Cryogonal eats a Blizzard. It definitely does. Look at the Aurora Veil turns. They've got a couple left because they are light clay. I wonder if they do switch out here. I'm just going to Morning Sun again. They do. I get paralyzed again. Man, this has just not been my game, man. Okay, Snow stops. I'm going to go out into my Spiritomb. This is what it's here for. It really can't touch me unless they're like Terra Fairy. And if they are, then I can click Toxic on them and stall them out. This shiny is so beautiful. Do Terra. I wonder what into. Terra Water. Okay, that's fine by me. The Sword Stance. Oh. I mean, that is threatening, but I will always live. And as long as I land a Toxic, then I should be good. He Sword Stance again. That is menace behavior. I do land the Toxic. Perfect. Nice thing is I always live a Terra Blast from here, so I don't even have to protect. And obviously they're not Assault Vested like is the normal in this calc. I can just do 25%. I don't think they have anything that can hit me harder than Terra Blast. They have Bullet Punch, which doesn't even do half. Crazy. I do get a Spadef drop. And they tick down. I think I've got him here. Goodbye to the Aurora Veil. But I'm Infiltrator anyway, so that did not matter. I protect here. Get some more chip. And I should probably be able to secure a 5-0. I do think that after this thing goes down, that Empoleon beats the Ninetales. I could probably also switch out to Cryogonal. I just Shadow Ball this turn, and they will be knocked out. If they switch out to Ninetales, that thing should go down as well. Spiritomb is a great bring into this. I mean, Terra Blast Water would have been really scary for me, but it wouldn't have really been that big of an issue. I do get a crit, but it doesn't matter because they're dead to Toxic anyways. There goes Hitmonchan. Let me take that off the layout, which was the biggest threat. It didn't matter in this scenario, but Bulk Up and like Terra Poison would have been really scary. Even Sword Stance, Terra Poison. Go Ninetales, which is really low. And I'm gonna play to preserve my diff. Yeah, I should. Yeah, every time I play to preserve. I would like to get some big wins on here since I lost week 1. And it looks like we're going to secure a 5-0. They do Blizzard. Does literally nothing. And I can just... I'm not sure if Flip Turn's going to kill, but I'll hit him with it anyways. They do set up the Aurora Veil. It doesn't matter. It's too little, too late. I can just go Cryogonal after this if it does not knock it out. Which it does nothing, actually. But yeah, we just go Cryo. What do I want to knock it out with? Guess I just click Flash Cannon and body this thing. Good game to Jarock. We take home a 5-0 victory today, which feels so good to get that victory. Connection with the other trainers interrupted. That's my win anyways. It was a very good game. I was surprised they brought the Regieleki. And, you know, Terra Poison would have been a little bit annoying for me, but I think that I could have pulled it out no matter what there at the end. They got really, really lucky. You know, they got really lucky with the paralysis on Masquerada at the beginning with Dragapult. They got lucky with the paralysis on my Volcarona towards the end, because Volcarona could have just won at that point. But we still bring home 5-0, which I feel really good about that. If you guys enjoyed the battle, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what I should do differently for next time, what kind of sets you guys would like to see, because, you know, I'm all in for winning, but I'd like to have a little bit of fun too. That's about it for me today. See you guys in next week's battle. Peace out.